Damn, my head is breaking right now. For I have to tell a story until I can move on forward. The story of how purge level is increasing. Because I have to deal with neighbors more and more. And it's getting more and more complicated. But hopefully not. Hopefully everything makes sense. But it kind of doesn't. So, quick introduction. I'm Lithuanian. European, basically. Like, actually, not like Belarus, which is like half Russian. Not Ukraine, that's still is a half Russian because Russia decided that it is. And, we're gonna be suffering in Europe. The vibe is gonna be changing significantly. Just like from nothing to COVID, all of a sudden things have started changing. Inflation, war, unrest of all kinds. It is easily predictable and it's happening. You know, it's not just something that I'm just making up, right? Last year, there were not much noise. Not much noise at all. And noise just exposes all the demons who happen to fucking invade my territory, because I just sit in the fucking room. Like, I don't like noise, for a reason, because I'm stuck in a room, I don't socialize, there's nowhere to go, if there's too much fucking, if there's a party, nowhere else to sleep over, and I don't want to because I'm stuck in a room, I'm established here. Noise is the most disruptive shit to my well-being. It's much more disruptive than to any other normal person. And no one will ever fucking be able to calculate my pain. To call the police, it took me a while. Because I didn't do it. I don't want to do it. I want other people to figure out how to do things for me a little bit. I don't want to do everything. I know I'm smart enough to do everything. I can do everything if I had courage to do so. That's the problem. Like, I could do everything. Great. But someone's gonna knock me out. Someone's gonna fucking pull me out of the, you know, going forward and get in my way because they have more muscles, bro. There's more people. Bigger gangs. Intimidation and just mobbing against you. You can't beat that. But it's degenerate, obviously, because they didn't invite me. They didn't even try, you know, to give me power or give power to themselves from me, so at least we treat each other nicely when we see each other. I would move so much faster that way. I would solve many more problems if people were actually useful to me and I don't have to beg my mom to call police because she doesn't hear nothing at all. She's not affected by noise at all. What a blissful fucking existence, except there's additional health problems or complications that result from that, I imagine. Because shit distributes across the entire body, and if there's a blob that blocks your ear holes, I mean, that's a... there's a lot more problems distributed in the rest of your body. Like, she's fat, she's inactive and lazy and just unable to have a conversation with me because she wants her conversation, not a conversation about problems that we're facing, but her conversation about useless things so she feel better about herself, right? Like, it's not that great. It's not that deep. I am disappointed, but it's an NPC mom, right? How do I escape? Well, hopefully, Purge moves rocks of some kind. It does some kind of progress, because, like, crisis has to happen for good things to happen. Like, Russia technically got rid of lots of men. Are gone now. Wasted. The prisons are empty. We can put more people in prisons. Let's go. I hope there was a benefit to Russians' war. You know, I hope it was fully calculated. And I hope that Israel did the same thing, whatever's going on. Then, well, no one knows what happens in China. It stays in China. You can only hope that, well, it's fine, right? No one's resisting the way China is built, and maybe that was needed to remind people of cramming effects, right? And shit that can happen in a pandemic, like how drastically you have to change things, how you have to lock down just to stop the flow of people, because the people are, there's a lot of them in China, and you can imagine it's very compact, like sardines. Like the dude was talking about it. A person who went from China to America to talk on TikTok, like, sort of exposed a few details. I've seen many things. They fucking crammed in there. And it's scary, pretty much. It's not a rich lifestyle, it's a very painful one. You feel so insignificant. I don't know what would make you more significant if you survived COVID, but here you go. They tried something happened, something collapsed onto the rest of the world. So the shockwaves of the purge is gonna affect everyone. By all means. Everyone's gonna feel it. But Europe is gonna suffer the most. And usually you want to make sure that suffering happens to stupid people. And I think they feel the pending doom. So they try to push the blame on me so I get in trouble. I mean, that's something. I don't know how they can push blame on me for having emotions of, like, I don't want fucking noise to happen. I don't know, man. The best argument they can conjure is single me out as just one person. But, like, for fuck's sake, I'll just become a celebrity. I'll just fucking call the news. You know, report this to the news of, like, shit, people are singling me out for some reason. I am popular, guys. You might want to cover this topic for me, because I just woke up. I'm popular, guys. Maybe I can be even more popular or less popular. Either way would be nice, right? Something will be at least resolved, because being somewhat popular in your local area is a meme. Right? It's a meme that has to be repeated over and over and over again until people decide what happens next. Yeah, local meme. There's no such thing, boys. You gotta submit. Submit that to the news. I'm working every day. Like, my room is my workplace. I would love to have a better one, and I will take what I can get. I will take. Don't worry about that. If you have room, I will take it from you. And obviously, again, as a local meme, I'm just talking to the assholes who gonna disrupt me, but still have things to offer, you know. I would be very pleased. So, the story goes, right? There's noise since the start of the year. And apparently there's two sources of that shit, too. Two sources coming from below, coming from doors closing really hard because people just don't care about anyone else. A child screaming, crying, and there's noise from one side of a child running around. So I will start from the very beginning, because this is kind of like a pinnacle of this whole story. I wonder how long it's gonna last. December. I get pissed. I break something that visibly would show the person that they're the asshole. You know, because I broke their thing. I'm not the asshole. You don't know. You just don't know. You're never gonna figure out. You're never gonna be suspicious enough to figure things out, even though it's pretty obvious. But you'll never know. So something broke that shouldn't have been broken. Can a door be broken? Not so easy, right? But I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be designed that way back in the day, but it's no longer the case. So I was already like pissed. Like the noise goes over and over again, and someone has to get the message that someone doesn't like it. You know. Unfortunately, it did not stop the noise. And it was getting kind of complicated of like, where is it coming from? What days does it happen? What time it happens? I have to start fucking researching the idea. So I'm like, okay, weekends, pretty hot in terms of this noise. By the way, it's winter time, it's December. And you don't want horror in December where you just like don't know what the fuck's going on. Now there's noise happening. Now the purge is fucking activating, you know. Immediately. Something fucking clicked in human brains around my area that they just go full demon mode. Basically. The first thing they tried is like, you know, children. One child is crying and another child is running around. Like there's some bullshit going on. And the most recent event with a child is a child kicking the fucking wall with a ball. You know, wall with a ball. And everyone can hear it. And I know now for a fucking fact, no one's gonna stand up. No one's gonna say, stop fucking doing that, child. Just stop, right? No one's gonna do that. No one has enough brain cells anymore to stop simple children from doing stupid things that are just annoying to everyone else. You know? I don't know how I will take my revenge and how I will trip their reputations, those local fucking assholes, but none of them have it. None of them have a reputation. And I can have the reputation of being a fucking asshole myself. I'll take it, bro. It's still better than what they have because they fucking are actual assholes that don't want to even admit. You know, I have to be an asshole to a pack of assholes. That's 100 times less of an asshole because it amplifies. In fact, it amplifies exponentially. If you have 100 assholes, that's exponentially worse than a one asshole. You know, 100 assholes is like a 10,000 points of ass. You probably gotta square the number. Because they're not supposed to be packed together and support each other of doing bad things. That's just gangster mafia fucking criminal behavior. They're not supposed to support each other. But this is what I see, you know. Slowly, bit by bit, they will single me out. And then do what? Judge me? Do what exactly? They gotta establish something to be able to judge me. You know, they gotta pull me out, and I'll just show that I don't like fucking socializing, especially with assholes. It's not gonna happen. You know, go watch my videos. Oh wait, I'm not gonna let you watch my videos because I might get in trouble. You know, so fuck you is all I can give them. These local pieces of shit. And I will not go to the news, unfortunately, as Gurunext, you know, just as a normal person who wants to be left alone. Once my influence reaches this place, because everyone is going to have a question of, like, who are you? Who are you? Who you think you are, right? And it's like, yeah, I'm a normal person who is also kind of poor. So I can be whoever I want. You know, I can get a job basically, or find a job, or conjure a job. And if I'm not desperate to do that, then I'm doing pretty fine by not being anything in your life that I can just easily define myself. I'm a doctor. I'm a policeman. Blah, 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 right? I am government this, government that. That's not a flex, getting a government job. You can work in a grocery store, you can open a small business. That's a bit of a flex. That's a little bit bigger flex because you have knowledge of very interesting things that people should ask you about. That's better. And people constantly ask for your help if you work in retail. That's pretty cool. You know, you should be proud of that. You should be proud of anything you do, of course. But there's like more social jobs require more pride for yourself. As a policeman, you just cry yourself to sleep. Because you have seen so many idiots do idiotic things. Right? And it's just, it gives you brain damage. Like, there's nothing to be proud of, even though you helped people. People would not fully appreciate your job and how difficult it is. With a doctor, doctors have to lie constantly, relentlessly, of like giving people hope, but like sometimes just giving up of like, I guess antibiotics gonna help you guys. All right, this pill gonna help you. I think. I don't know what it is, but like you'll be fine. You can get into positions where you get criticized in a profession, and people don't trust you and whatnot, and it's painful, man. You try to do your best. So what is even better than retail? I would say anything that you can actually do. Like, influencer job is still like a fresh thing, and everyone wants it because it's a fresh thing. But I would suggest you become an astronaut first instead of an influencer. That's the funny thing. Do you want to be an astronaut? Because this means something completely different than putting on a helmet and going into outer space. You would be foolish to want to be an astronaut. But this is the perfect time to be an astronaut. You know, when everyone as a child, all the millennials wanted to be an astronaut as a meme. But there's a reason for it. You go to the stars, you look at the stars of what people do that you see on television of like, oh my god, these are stars, these are the greatest things, and the greatest thing happens to be landing on the moon, which is fake, is still just an act, you know? People are just still actors in that. Even if it's not fake, go to the moon then, you bitch. You know? If it's not fake, then go. Go, easy, right? Fucking travel to the moon. Everything's fake. Fucking women are fake, bro. I don't have real women around me, so women are fake. It's just that simple, unfortunately. Smart people are fake. There's barely any smart people. It's a unicorn in my forest. I can't wait to find one. So to be an astronaut, go to the stars and observe celebrities and bigger people than you are, because a celebrity or a star is something that multiple people contributed to, you know, to make them better. The person itself might not be the best quality person, but they have been given a lot of powers to be as best as they possibly can to maximize their potential. So you have to watch them very carefully, because every single change they make is going to make them go up and down significantly more than when you make a change. When you color your hair pink, your life is always just going to go down. because it's out of control. You just created chaos in your life. When a celebrity dyes her hair pink, you kind of know the full spectrum of what actually happens, right? So you can just offset your problems to celebrities, be a little bit of an astronaut that I'm doing on my channel. Please subscribe, because I'm gonna help people become astronauts for real this time, because there's a lot of space. This is a space adventure of the internet. The internet is the space, and celebrities are the stars. So congratulations, my friends. Welcome to the program. But this time, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fucking noise that happens and escalated into just nonsense, right? The horror. The horror that's like 15,000, gonna be 16,000, gonna go insane. So basically, the most recent edition is like someone's having a party, right? We're gonna get to that. Because how the fuck did I handle the children? You know, first I approached the neighbors, right? I send my mom, I push my mom as hard as I can to help me out, to socialize. Because it's that special moments where you have to talk to neighbors because you're fucking forced to, right? There's no escape. They're creating demonic children, and they need some spankies, these fucking adults, for doing that. You know, if you're making a demonic child, you're making a child way too early, or you already handled too many children in your life, and you have no capacity of loving and making sure that the child is like quiet and listening to everyone around them and just trying to socialize to the max, right? Because that's the only way out of being an asshole, is just trying to understand other people, or just, you know, cave in onto yourself because people are dangerous and they're nasty, and you have to amplify that introversion or amplify extroversion as best as you can. I amplified introversion. My mom gave me a lot of introversion to soak in. At least she wasn't violent. She gave me space. You know, that's sort of fine. It's not good enough, but we're gonna work together to roll out, you know, from the introversion, because that's also like a process. When you cave in to yourself, you live in your own bubble, like it's very difficult to normalize the whole situation. But I'm not gonna normalize the situation if people around me are assholes. You know, I don't have to. I don't have that responsibility. We don't have to talk about that part. We just have to stop people from doing stupid shit. So this is the, you know, the next level training simulation for me, right? There's a lot of training going on. COVID inflation, just calm down. You calm down. But this time you can't calm down anymore. There's no calming down against this. This is a serious problem that you can't just accept. You cannot just be like, oh, these people are fine, they will stop eventually. That will not happen. Okay, I will just give myself brain damage that will make them go away, right? Because I will stop hearing things, and that just works, right? I will just damage myself. Don't allow yourself to do that. All right? If you're damaging yourself, you're better off going to jail at this point. You're better off doing crimes. You're better off ending up in a fucking murder, you know. And at least don't say that you did it, you know. Let the detective figure things out, because probably not only you can get away with the murder, you can blame someone else for it. Because if people fucking make you do stupid shit, they will take the blame. They will take the blame for causing the fire in the first place, for sparking the fires, for sparking your rage, right? They will take all the blame. So someone, you know, someone destroyed a door, you know, someone kicked in the door. I mean, they will take the blame because they're making noises. They're assholes, right? They don't know how to socialize. They don't know how to figure things out. They're sucking in all the blame. You walk through their door, it looks like a shitty door now, and it's like, wow, it's probably shitty people live there, right? All of a sudden, their reputation keeps going down simply because they can't quickly solve the problem, they can't quickly find the culprit, they don't understand why the whole thing escalated up to this point, and they're screwed. It's checkmate, bro. You get away with the murder and blame the victim, basically. It's unbelievable. That's the purge. You can do whatever you want as long as they piss you off. You can pull out your fucking gunsies. Whatever Moon uploaded, the most recent Moon video that was uploaded, I'll show you guys. Yeah, I already talked about it. You know, and when it comes to the purge, it's one of the recent uploads anyways. Falling down tried to warn you. You know, Moon is talking to the future. When people will find this video much, much later, when people like this, you know, go into rage and get away with a lot of crime. In this particular movie, because there has to be a fucking extreme ending, the dude just dies. The dude makes a lot of crime and dies. You know, and the crime does not necessarily end with, like, murders or whatever, right? It just ends with chaos. Ends with self-defense that cannot be explained, right? It's a tough one. It's a lot twisted psychological shit that you have to untangle. You can't just take it for face value. But it's a fascinating piece that talks a lot about the purge and what is allowed. I will allow myself to translate this into purge level 60. You know, because things are escalating. It's very difficult to understand where it's coming from, what switched people's brains so much that all of a sudden the children going nuts, the fucking people are going nuts. It wasn't happening. For the most time I've lived here, shit was not happening like this. Why now, right? What happening? Why are there motorbikes running around making, you know, just find that motorbike sound. That's a nice sound. Imagine just vroom, 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 constantly accelerating because you can't go full speed. Just constantly accelerating around the neighborhood because you have to still, like, maintain 20 kilometers. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, motorcycles are not meant for just street, local space exploration. Just go create a new civilization in the new dimension at this point. That's how fast you're gonna go. You can go to Russia basically and find a place to live and you'll be fine, or just a place to go to just for fun of riding a motorbike. I don't know, bro. But when it's constantly accelerating, vroom, 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 I mean, and now that's happening, and across many cities this has been happening, but it was never happening in my place. Never, bro. I've never heard that shit before. And now there's like 5 of them running around. I saw one and he's like wearing a fucking mask, bro. You can't see the face at all. It's just a black void instead of a head. Like, there's some creepy shit these people are, bro. Like, this ski mask bullshit. It's a criminal now. It's literally a criminal at this point. But it was hiding even the eyes, it seems. Like, when people look and sound terrible, you gotta fucking knock them down. You gotta put them to jail. Because they're not supposed to do that. They're not supposed to stand out in the most egregious way. Or outrageous. So that's what I'm dealing with this year, but I still haven't explained the full thing. So time passes by, and I realize this is a split problem. You know, I'm observing things, and it's like, okay, the child is crying down, downstairs, but sideways, there's someone running around aimlessly. And I'm like, shit, we're gonna have a completely different problem here. So I warn them. And afterwards, I start smashing their wall. I will make them pay, I'll take my revenge. I'll make noise too. Alright? Which escalates and escalates and escalates, and nothing actually stops. They're still running around. There's still shit going on. Until police gets involved and is called on me because I kick in the door. For me, it's just a knock-knock joke. A little bit too late, a little bit 8 p.m. You can call police now successfully. But it's still just one kick. They managed to call police on the pretext of one kick at this point. Yes, there was the noise coming from the walls, so I will, submit to that idea that they were very scared and pissed. Oh no. Oh, that's so sad. Alright. And the policeman talk is another, checkpoint, I would say. Because that shit gets stuck in my head. And I hate it, but I understand, but I hate it. I understand, I hate it. It's one of those moments, right? Where I can upgrade my walls to vibrate less. That's something I can acknowledge. There's a specific wall, and unfortunately, both of us, my mom and me, are next to that wall when we sleep. That is just outrageous to me. It's out of control, but there's, my mom doesn't even have a place to, move things around. There's no way to do that. But shit, man, the vibrations, it translates to the entire air in my room. But again, we're gonna get to that. That's the party. That's the party. The 2D party that was happening recently. And it just adds to the blob of just noise. Like, I don't fucking want that shit. I don't want none of that shit. So what do the policemen say when they approach me? First of all, I open the door first. I'm like, I know what's going on the most. So maybe you just talk to me. How about that? But no, they refuse. They just want to talk to the victim first. Alright, whatever. Then they knock on my door because, like, yeah, that's me. I know many things right now, actually. Because I did the whole thing. And I can explain myself, too. And it's like, yeah, but you're not supposed to take revenge, and if you want to get rid of the noise, there's always an option to relocate yourself. It's the stupidest thing that policemen say. And I don't know how much brain damage you have to be like, oh, relocate yourself. Wow, funny joke. Policemen can do that for me as well. Just put me to jail. Easy relocation, and it's free. It's fucking free. Now I just need to know what crime do I want to commit, am I right? I just need the menu to see what is the best crime for the least amount of time served. Let's fucking figure out the menu. For me, the menu always gonna return 1 year or many, many more years because people get pissed, when you return into my place, the mental place. Yeah, you don't go to prison, in my case. So I have to operate in a different way where the menu does not exist. Alright? I do not get to fucking make any crime. You wish it was that easy for me, but nope, not easy. Which is, again, why I don't want these people to investigate my YouTube channel and just pick apart how they can manipulate me. That's just too much. Alright? The moment this happens, it's war. I now have to fight demons. I don't think it's gonna happen across 2 years. In past 2 years, it's probably gonna be pretty mild when the purge is over. You know, when I get to lay down and not feel sad when I do this. I'm just like, well, we done it, boys. Yeah, relocate yourself. Yeah, okay, sure. And then he suggests the most obvious solution is to put a layer of soundproof material. That shit sounds pretty good, but I still have banking problems. I still have social problems of just talking to my bank because you still have to sign up for the appointment. And that's not a fucking easy thing to do that they just came up with. You know, it's like, hey, sign up for the appointment. Oh my god, there's so many less customers. That's so good. That's so good, guys. Yeah, because you silenced 80% of them because they have to go through a fucking loop, through a hoop, bro. And some of them can't fit because they're like, some people live in outskirts, in villages, bro. They have to go a long way to get that fucking appointment of like, shit, I didn't get an appointment. What's going on? Please let me in. There's so much shit that can happen, bro, with this stupid system. But if if banks start doing shady stuff, it shakes me to the core because banks control all the money. It's the stupidest thing, right? And there's not that many banks to begin with. Like, holy crap, and all your money goes to the bank. It's crazy. Like, the moment bank customer service is ass, I am scared. I'm very scared of what's gonna happen. You know, the purge level increased immediately. I'm just scared of, like, this is probably a lot worse than I think. Customer service for my money shouldn't be pretty bad. I will take my money, thank you very much. I will start taking out my money for sure, and I'll figure out a way to, you know, locate it into the internet space so I can buy things from the internet. That would be very nice. That would be extra nice. I tell you that much. I think there's a way to pay like through retail stores. Something interesting is available. I will try out some different methods because, you know, someone will take my money and will translate it into internet money. My bank is fucking unreliable garbage at this point. I'm scared. Just the customer service hoop that they put in place. So I was intrigued by the idea of like soundproof material. Sounds pretty good to me. One problem though, I have been able to solve after policemen talk. No more running around. They have decided of like, oh, this is not actually good for our neighbors, and our neighbors, you know, probably don't deserve this. Whatever they decided, we don't hear that anymore. Congratulations. We will celebrate that for sure. I will definitely give some kind of reward of like, and absolutely nothing. Just say hi. I'll give a piece of paper or something, you know, that says something nice, or a picture. I don't know what my superpowers are going to be in real life. 3D print a middle finger, you know, and I'll give it to them. Like, enjoy. You can give it to someone else. I mean, it's not a big deal, right? Just take it. Have fun. And a cupcake or something. I'm like, thank you very much for stopping to be assholes to some extent. But the story is not over. This is very recent times. Everything, like, culminated. In between of policeman talk in December, there was hunger strike, right? I was just so moody. And, you know, get the threat of doctor of like, I'm suspecting you're not drinking your medication. But he doesn't fucking know whether I drink medication or not. So yeah, it's a threat, and I don't know how it's gonna resolve. So I'm like, fuck, I need to learn how to stay hungry for 30 days because I might have to commit suicide if they just take me for a fucking shitty reason like this. If not only there's no crime menu, but not taking medication is a crime because you will turn into a demonic creature that will spit fireballs and destroy multiple cities. That's how dangerous it is. But people who fucking ride motorcycles, they're not dangerous. People who party all night, that's not fucking dangerous. You know, that's very difficult to control. Well, you know, a person who pushed an old woman and an old woman fell down somehow. Damn, that is a dangerous man. Why would you do that? Well, an old woman came to me and had to leave. That's crazy, right? Came to me for ask for $1. That's crazy. And she did not want to leave, so pushing was kind of necessary, right? Because there's resistance. But none of that matters because someone got hurt really bad and they had to work for it. And someone has to get punished. Whatever, bro. Whatever the logic behind this is degenerate. And I will talk about it, you know. I will talk about it when I have to face my entire country, basically, for like what they did to me. You know, because everyone does some asshole thing, gets away with it, blah, blah, blah. But not really, because you have to remember, you have to live in it, in their asshole decision, right? But at least you make good friends, or good memories, or none of those things, but it's you learn something. In my case, I get money, so that's a lot better than any of those things, to be honest. I don't even learn anything, I just get money. All I learned is brain damage alerts. How did it reduce brain damage? You just have to focus on creating something. I created a card game, and I played a card game with myself many days in the dead year, the year that was stolen from me. But not really, because it was sold. And funny enough, I'll tell you this is a funny meme. Half of the year I was earning money too. That was kind of crazy. Half of the year it was decided that like I deserve that money. Wow, that's shit. Like you go to jail and you earn money. What kind of awesome thing is that? Everyone would want to go to jail at this point. Fuck yeah, bro. But it's a little bit of a fluffy one, right? Like you never know what you're gonna get. So I'm like, I'll shut up. Yeah, okay, I'm good. I'm good, guys. I'm very happy. So yeah, the hunger strike is. I don't want to go back. I don't want to get my life wasted. So I'm gonna prepare myself to learn the superpower where if people are assholes from across the universe putting pressure on you, you can go on a hunger strike. And hunger strike is a very weird one where the hungrier you go, the more reality just morphs into insanity, bro. For everyone else, not you. Just you suck in all the energy that you have released into the worlds. Not only your body, but your soul becomes hungry of like, okay, give me that back, give me that back. And all of a sudden, it's a very happy experience. Give me this back, I'll take this from you. Your soul takes things from everyone else because they don't deserve it. They don't care about you, but you have generated energy for them. And you will take that back. I'll take this. Thank you very much. You know me? Oh, you know you don't. Not anymore. Cry about it, bitch. You know, if you have memory of me and you still care about me, I'm sorry, bro. If something tickled your brain a little bit, I'm sorry. I'll take that back. Thank you very much. It's mine now. I'm the hungry one. I'm in pain. I'm in danger. That's what happens spiritually. And I can amplify that effect by knowing what it is. Every single time I say it out loud, I know more about it. the final phase, boys. So I figured one thing has been solved, the second thing was not solved. There's a lot of fucking noisy neighbors downstairs, one level below, and they have decided to amplify the shit and celebrate a birthday. I don't know. Don't ask me. I have no idea what's going on because they don't socialize. That's the whole point. That's the most interesting part about it. The only thing I can send them back is vibrations that they send upstairs. I can send them vibrations downstairs every single 7 a.m. Waking up in the morning will be, you know. This is not going to be a meme. 7 a.m. waking up in the morning. Going to school. I don't care what age group you belong in, but you'll be doing that for me. Thank you very much. Whether you're gonna be homeschooled or outside schooled so you don't fucking make noise to me, whatever it takes, you'll go to school because you learn how to do it as a child. You know, at least you learn one thing, how to go to school. That's it. That's all you had to fucking learn for 12 years in school. Just going to school is the whole fucking experience of what you had to learn. That's it, bro. Congratulations, you graduated school, going to school lesson. All right? That's the one I want right now from a lot of people during the purge. Yeah, that's the one. All right. So to continue where we left off, I don't even know where I left off. Yeah, so with the neighbors downstairs, I have air superiority. I can jump on their heads pretty much, on their ceiling, if I have to. I don't necessarily think it's the best idea because floor is hard and the wall is pretty soft, I would say. Pretty vibrant. To upgrade the wall, I mean, it's nice. Policemen saying soundproof material and me having problems of even just spending money. It seems very simple for a man to just like install this shit, but I don't know, man. I need a professional to some extent. Or I need material to be very simple. So, like, for fuck's sake. It's a very weird process. It's so annoying. So that happens. But then you start realizing, well, the sound is coming from every side imaginable. The noise, the nastiness. And again, there's this one wall in particular. There's a lot of just noise of just people, again, slamming doors carelessly. And again, most importantly, noise is disruptive to me living a life. Yes, these fucking assholes might want to deal with me. You know, have me be annoyed in their lives. They have all the incentives, it seems like. Because they don't know what's gonna happen when my emotions explode and I start having, you know, backup of what I'm doing. When it's hard for me to sleep and I'll slowly turn into a demonic creature that has to unleash maximum potential and maximum hurts to other people. They want to see it, but you shouldn't deal with the devil and tempt the devil to show you the worst things that could possibly happen to you, you know, without anyone committing crimes. There's still very bad things that can happen to you. If they can make noise and make it persistent and make me feel scared right now as I sit here hearing something. See, I solved the problem. So the party goes on, there's noise everywhere. Who knows where it's coming from, right? But you can check walls with a cup. You can detect which wall is vibrating the most. I can even put on the cup on the wall place a glass so you can hear. This is a real thing, and this is how you put the cup. Not the other way around. Just so you know. The empty side goes in and it vibrates alongside with the wall. You can hear the location where the sound is mostly coming from. You can probably even decipher what song is being played. Just to, you know, put the salt to an injury. I don't know how you can test this, but truly it feels like a superpower to listen through walls. Yeah, welcome to the summertime. And summertime knows to contains parties, but parties are stupid because it's all drama. It's drama to everyone who's outside of the party of like, I don't even want to come in potentially, I want to ruin it. You know, and that's when the party just gets completely obliterated. In fact, maybe that was the Israel, you know, drama in the first place. Maybe the party that they have made pissed people off, and it just escalated, and that's it. And maybe people have actually figured out who are the bad guys, that Israel are the bad guys, and can't control themselves properly. They just rich, they have missiles and all the equipment, but, you know, maybe we figured something. Islam is lame, and Israel is real. Asshole. It's stressful for me. I'm deep into my business, and distractions are not very nice. I would like to have my own space. And I will get that. But you need a certain level of drama to occur beforehand. You don't get things for free in the asshole world. You get things for being an asshole to more assholes. Being the lesser asshole, but still participating in the asshole fucking festivity. So now, deciphering which wall is vibrating, I have a very good understanding of where the noise is coming from, right? It can only come from below. The left and right wing are clear. Right, it's just straight down. And police! At the same time, police probably understands how sound vibrates as well. And they can find the culprit themselves. They didn't even, you know, knock on my door. It took them 1 hour, but that's like the average expectation, and I want to talk about those details because shit, it might happen to you too. So it seems that police right after was able to close the party before it escalated into nighttime, which it did 2 days ago, or before the incident. It escalated to 4 a.m. You gotta stop these people from trying to, you know, take over, to try to take your space. They can't do it without reason. They can't fuck with you without your consent. No matter what the fuck might involve. You know, fucking your brains up, attacking you violently. It's all the same, bro. You know, following you down the streets like it's a fuckery, bro. Stalking, right? Like, everyone knows you're not to fuck around without the other person's consent. And it's not that complicated to get consent, but you have to have courage. If you don't have courage, then wait until you do. That's it. That's the best advice for criminals. For normal human beings, there is no advice. Live your life. Congratulations. If you're a normal human being. But the moment you start dealing with demons, I mean, shit, you gotta release them as fast as possible. I have my YouTube channel. I can release a lot of demons really fast. Everyone else just gives up and starts suffering. They can't fucking do shit. Maybe. You know, so the gossip happens. Alright? The party. I dispersed the party after 2 days. I'm like, immediately, if you spill over 7 p.m., we're calling the cops There's no fucking debate. So the gossip happens now. The gossip event is very interesting. You know, there's more noise coming out. People talking. I double check, are you talking about me? Because I called someone, you know, deaf for not hearing things like they normally supposed to do, and they supposed to back me up, but they don't want to. They might be scared. I don't know what's going on, bro. I don't know why you're so scared. But this is not how things supposed to, you know, look for after you peel off something. People are not supposed to be scared and defend the criminal. That's just crazy. Defense, like, you need your space. You have to earn it, and police can give it to you for free. Just call them, right? I'm still like not exactly warmed up to call the police, but it feels like, yeah, that's a very appropriate thing to do against any asshole who spills over into a crime level, right? Where you can, if you can call the police, you probably should. You probably should. If there's anything that you can call police for, you probably should. If people can pay a fine of dollars, if they can get punished, you probably should call the police if you don't like those people. So the gossip goes like this. I find a drunk person and a person I called deaf because I was like investigating of like, what, is the party on a third floor? Is it 2 floors down? What the fuck is going on, bro? And apparently, maybe, I don't even know and understand anymore. Maybe a drunk person shows up and a deaf person shows up. All right. A woman that's gonna defend the drunk guy because I guess she's scared. I don't know. That sounds fucking weird. I'm just trying to live my life, right? But now I have to intercept this gossip because it's way too interesting to me. Of like, oh, I guess nothing else is happening in your life, and you can't fucking stop doing what you're doing without fucking making a fuss about it and being upset. So let's see what it is, right? They're trying to describe me to each other of like, oh, you're... But then there's this person, oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, I will make you experience something that you cannot gossip about easily because you're both going to experience it, and it's going to be still 2 different perspectives, and you still have to like unleash that experience to more people somehow quickly enough that they would understand and be able to side with you. Like, it's gonna be tough, bro. It's gonna be tough. No one needs to spread this fucking garbage, and no one needs to circle me out and make me the bad guy who doesn't just simply like idiots. It's a very simple thing. Don't make intrusions in my life. Because I'm starting to see what I have to do to stop the intrusions. I do want to thank police, though, if I get a chance. You know. I don't want them just to sit around and feel unrewarded. They have to feel that a victim has been liberated, and I will be able to run faster and be stronger and be better. I want to shake their hands so they know they don't have to cry and to sleep when they do their job, right? There's a lack of policemen going on, and this is a huge deal. Lack of policemen means that the purge is going to be even less controllable. If people figure this out, if people figure out that we don't have enough policemen, guess what's gonna happen, bro? The country can just destabilize very quickly. People poke holes and they figure out and they stretch those holes, and just things get out of control very quickly. The crime escalates into a purge. That's what it is. The whole country gets burned very badly. Right now, Sweden is simulating the purge, my friends. They probably will be able to handle it to the point where I will be very much willing to go to Sweden at this point. But since I don't have any relatives there, oh well, it's not safe anyways. Like after the purge, you still don't want to be there, right? But you kind of do, because every other country now is in danger. If Sweden stabilizes, I mean, it's the safe haven again. It was safe haven from COVID. I imagine a safe haven from inflation, and now it's a safe haven from, PewDiePie or something, who's gonna commit the purge. I don't know, bro, because he likes Sweden so much to the point of suffering. I don't know. So lack of policemen. I have discovered the article. I'm just like waiting for police. Like, how long is it gonna take? Oh, there's a lack of policemen, so it's gonna take a long time. Well, fuck that. That's not cool. I thought they come in like 10 minutes. But it's fine. It's not an emergency. I understand. Whatever. It's still very scary, but you have to know the details. It is desperate. It's desperate stuff. So I come down. The woman is like, I'm familiar with her. Like, she already like built a family. What's not? But it's still kind of cringe to see how like invasive and stupid she is, and just allowing bad things to happen. My mom is allowing bad things to happen. It's just like the women do that shit. When bad things happen, women just like sit there and just like, well, I'll take it. I'll become deaf. I'll become fucking blind to it. No, whatever happens. They take mental damage. Men take physical damage often enough. Like, I take physical damage for sitting to computer way too long. It's physically exhausting. I have to exercise more or properly. There's always ways to improve in different ways. So I get to talk to these people, right? 2 people so far. Not a big of a deal. Not fucking hundreds of eyeballs. The woman brings up of like, oh, police has been called many times to you. She keeps on throwing facts that she doesn't like about you to try and like stupefy you and, escalate some kind of nonsense. Oh, but like, you called the police very early. Oh, but then like, I didn't actually like hear anything and I didn't complain personally. The sort of fucking stupefying shit she's throwing, it's already like, the moment of judgment has arrived. You have arrived to be judged. By my own will, I found it. I figured it out. Like, go figure. It's not an easy task to like be like, oh, are you talking about me? Because there's a lot of noise still going on. I can resolve this one. I'm familiar with this. I know what I did, and I know where this is going. So here we are. And the dude, I don't know the dude, but he's telling very interesting things of like, police came to me. Why did they came to me? It's like, maybe it was pretty obvious where to go. I don't know, man. Because they didn't came to me. Next is like, I'm asking like, when did the police came? It's like 20 minutes. Okay, yeah, everything checks out. Everything checks out. Police took 1 hour to arrive around. And they found what they were looking for. That's great. They don't want to talk to the victim. That's kind of sad. Maybe there's too many Karens who fucking scream at policemen, please do the thing. No, you have to be very nice to police. It's such a great benefit when you do that. I just told you why. That's the only way you can increase the police force, by being nice to police. Just thanking them for what they just did. If they're stressed out, like, offer some tea, no problem. Offer to sit down, reflect what the fuck's going on. Then I don't know. You gotta fucking socialize with the police after they've done their job. That's a good thing to. If they're busy, yeah, that's whatever. But maybe they want to like collect more data. So if they knock on your door, if you have a chance, you gotta be as nice as possible. It seems. Because they do, in fact, do the job. It is a thing. Doing a job is the most respectable, just normal thing to do. And partying is not one of those things. Gossiping is not one of those things. Trying to trip me over, trying to create a fucking conflict and win it, Because that's the only way they win that thing. Just pull a demon out of me or something. They couldn't do it. They lost, and they lost their reputations, and they probably gonna lose guts to make another party. You know, they'll have to reinvent something different. I might even want to talk to them again about it, or I want to talk to the leader of this block, this house block, to report what happens, right? But only when I really feel like it, because, you know, I have patience. I don't want to take damage from being patient, but as long as I can extend this nonsense and don't play into the actual purge, I'm like saving lives, because there's shit going around that we probably can't even imagine. Such bad, terrible shit going on. That I'm like, as long as I can slow things down, potentially we're better off. So yeah, the drunk dude, I'm like, he's gonna be a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more emotional. He's gonna push blame on me. That's crazy. He's celebrating his birthday. Okay, man, he's entitled now. This is scary shit, right? So he's kind of piling up the intimidation of, like, unhinged intimidation, where he can just get pissed off at any moment. So he's looking to do that. He's scrambling for pissing off material. So I insult him or some bullshit like that happens, right? And he starts chasing me. I have a self-defense tool with me, so it's not going to be an easy fight with me, unfortunately. I just don't know which body parts to hurt the most, to make the most impact with the least amount of need to be bothered, right? Because shit's gonna escalate if we go into a fight. So that has to be avoided too. There's a lot of fucking strategy to this nonsense, it seems. If you want to keep on winning, you can't give up. Now that I'm ahead, I can't give up, you know. It's the only thing I know best, how not to give up, because I'm smart enough not to. I'm not here to judge anyone, just to elevate the good parts that they have. So I'm like, yeah, great, socialized in the most degenerate way. They lost reputation. I no longer respect them. So I don't know what happens next. Because above all else, we went 2 floors down, which is so weird. How did that happen? I thought it was 1 floor below me that were nasty, loud neighbors with a nasty child. I don't know what's going on anymore, right? The strings were pulled a little bit too deep, and more people were involved that I did not thought would be involved. And police was less involved than I thought they would be involved. So it's still very scary. Very fucking creepy shit. If you have advice or anything to say at all, you might want to fucking do that to help me out. Yeah, help me get engagement. I don't give a fuck about that. I just want to live a normal life. Bye-bye.